Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I make my compost. Compost is definitely very rewarding and fun. It's pretty cool to see how you can make something useful for the garden out of basically stuff that you're going to throw away. The nice thing about composting is you can make it as low or high effort as you want it to. So this is where I do my compost. I've just kept it in a more unused location in my garden, and you can see I've contained it in this fence. So to do your compost, you basically only need two things, which is your nitrogen material and carbon material. Carbon material is basically some newspaper, dead leaves, dried leaves, etc. Cardboard works too. Green material are things like grass clippings, kitchen waste, and other things, but just make sure you don't have any bones or dairy, as well as other food items, non-organic. So you want to start off your compost by layering some brown items. I'm just adding some newspaper here, tearing them up a little bit because it'll help them decompose quicker. I don't have many leaves and other things right now, so this is all I'm adding. I tore the newspaper a bit. The more you tear it, the faster it'll compost, but since I'm just starting it right now, once I add the wet materials, it'll start composting itself. I'm adding some dead grass here too. A main thing you want to make sure to not do is add anything with seeds. I think I accidentally got these with a bit of seed. When you have seeds in your compost, even if it doesn't die during the decomposition process, if you put the finished compost in the pots, some weeds will start to sprout. I had that problem with my last compost, so I'm going to try to put as less seeds as I can. If you want your compost to speed up, another thing to do is to just cut everything you put in your compost. This will create more surface area and decompose quicker. I haven't cut anything into small pieces right now because I'm just starting the compost, but in the future when you continue to add things, the smaller the pieces you cut, the quicker it'll decompose. So basically you want to do this in layers. I added brown material on the bottom first, which were the newspapers, then some kitchen scraps, the green material, and again some dead grass, other brownish material on top. Adding drier things on the top is good because it'll contain any smell. So over time this will all decompose. As my mom collects more kitchen scraps, I'll add that in here. Any dead garden waste like these leaves will be added in here. I'm going to add a bit of my previous finished compost in here too, so any of the decomposing bacteria can be added to this. So this is the finished compost from my last batch. This step definitely isn't necessary, and you probably can't do it if you're starting your first compost. I just had some left from my previous batch, so I'm just going to add it to help kickstart the process. Water this down just a little bit. It should be damp, and then leave it for the next couple of days to a week. If it starts smelling, add more carbon and dry material. That'll cover up the smell. Now, like I mentioned in the beginning, I do my compost over the course of 1 year. I keep adding things from kitchen scraps to garden wastes until I go on a vacation in the summer, which is usually about a month long. Now, even before I leave, majority of my compost would be decomposed, other than some kitchen scraps I keep adding, but after I come back, it'll be completely done, and that's when I harvest and start a new batch. Now, this is a couple months after I started my compost. I got this bag of green grass clippings from my lawnmower today. I told him to leave it here, and this compost was full of worms and other decomposers. So while that does decompose your compost, that's called vermicomposting. When you add grass clippings, it really boosts the nitrogen and it turns into a hot compost. So all the bacteria will make it superheated and decompose much faster. So in the winter, I just like to leave it to the critters. And in the summer, anyway, there'll be free grass clippings. If you use that, it'll superheat. So I'm just adding grass clippings one by one. Adding it in and mix it in little by little. The more deeper you mix it in, the more evenly the heat will spread. Right now I've mixed it almost nearly the bottom.
This is what I mean when I say composting can be high or low effort. Grass clippings definitely isn't necessary, but adding this many grass clippings added a lot of volume to my compost. And also, anything else in the compost decomposed much quicker because of the added heat and microbes. I had some extra grass left, so I just wanted to dump some more on the top. The issue with keeping grass like this on the top is when it gets really wet and hot, it tends to mat on each other. So I tried to mix as much as possible, and this will definitely keep the inside warm.
After everything is done, the main thing to add is water. So after it's done, I've added the water. I like putting the thermometer in here so I can see how well the temperature will heat up. Right now, the temperature is only at around 80 degrees. By tomorrow morning, this will go up to 140 because of the bacteria moving around, creating all the heat. I'll update you guys tomorrow. So it's the next day, and you can see this shows 130 degrees in between 140 and 120, which is really hot. This thermometer itself is very hot. And sometimes, because of all the process going on, you can even see some steam if you dig it open. Barely visible to the camera.
Well, not in the camera, yeah. I can see it, but not in the camera.
It also smells really bad. So you can feel the heat very hot in here. Everything will decompose in this heat. So when you add grass like this, it's good to turn it every 1 or 2 days. I'm gonna keep this for another day and maybe turn this tomorrow.
This is a clip from winter. In winter, the activity in the compost significantly slows down because it's much colder. So this is usually what I do most of the time. I just dig a hole in the middle, add the compost, and I try to break it down as much as I can with the shovel. Because the more you break it down, the quicker it'll decompose. And this is especially important in winter when the compost is already not as active. The grass clippings, like I mentioned, is usually just to add volume if my compost is small and to heat things up. Majority of the times I just do what I'm doing here because this is the best way to get rid of the kitchen scraps and add to the compost. Now this is again after winter was over. I collected these dead leaves from the garden and surrounding areas, and the grass clippings are just from the lawnmowers as usual. This is a good way to combine both brown and green material. And that's important because you don't want to add too many greens. This is the finished product I showed in the beginning of the video. I don't add any grass clippings about a month before I leave because I don't want too much fresh material added, and over the course of 2 months it decomposes completely. If you added things like eggshells, there will be some of that, and if you add any big pieces of wood, that will be left too. But if it's decomposed enough, you can add that to the soil. It's completely fine. If you don't want any big chunks in your compost, you can just sift it and use the fine material. This is where I store my compost. I've just made this cage on the ground because this is the best way to store it. If you put it in a bag, it doesn't get the proper airflow. And since this is on the floor, any other worms and critters can come inside and decompose more. I've covered it with this black tarp, leaving some space on the left side for airflow. The tarp helps to make sure that no rain gets through because that'll wash away the nutrients. If you can't store it on a ground like this, you can also store it in a bag. Just make sure the bag has some holes for airflow and don't store it too wet or else it'll start molding. And also check your bag every couple weeks to make sure it doesn't go too dry because if it does, then all those beneficial bacteria will die. So that's my compost throughout the year. It's really cool to see how we can make something worth money out of things you're going to throw away. I hope you learned something new. See you next time.